Peace. What's good? How y'all doing? Welcome to another edition of 60 Days of History with Zaza Ali. Today is day 19, or should I say episode 19. Today we will be focusing on the Moors in Sicily, Venice, and Poland. I was originally going to title this The Moors in Europe because I was trying to emphasize their impact in Europe beyond just Spain. But I didn't really like the way that sounded. It didn't have any je ne sais quoi. So I said, let me just simplify this and focus on the specific, time periods and specific places and historical figures from these points of interest or places, I should say. So the Moors in Sicily, Venice, and Poland is what I came up with. And how many of us actually even know that there were great Black kings, great African kings who were highly respected and revered in these parts of Italy as well as different parts of Europe, including France. And you can see from the images on your screen, the one on the top left is the Marquis of Hertford. It's two blackamoors with the motto of Fide et Amor, meaning by means of faith and love. And then you can also see the gold representations of different monarchies, a Moor's head cooped at the shoulders and wreathed about the temples, and then another Moor's head at the cut at the shoulders. And there are plenty of these, thousands upon tens of thousands of these images all over the internet. So the confusion and controversy about what race the Moors who ruled in Europe for close to 800 years just never ceases to amaze me. The Emirate of Sicily was an Islamic kingdom that ruled the island of Sicily from 831 to 1091 CE. Its capital was Palermo, which in Arabic means Balam, which during this period became a major cultural and political center of the Muslim world. Under Moorish rule, the island became increasingly prosperous and cosmopolitan. Trade and agriculture flourished, and Palermo became one of the largest and wealthiest cities in Europe. Referred to as either Moors in Iberia or Saracens in South Italy and Sicily, their arrival in Europe dates to 711 CE, rapidly taking over most of Iberia and Sicily by 831 CE. It wasn't until the 15th century that the Christian Iberian reconquest came to be, and we can see the statue on the left of a Moorish Italian king in Naples. That statue is located in the Metropolitan Museum of Modern Art today, or the Metropolitan Museum of Art still to this day. And then the image on the right is a painting by Omar Al-Goulant. It's called The Sultan of Sicily. His Moors attack a castle in the Grande Chroniques de France, Francais. Most of these illustrations were thought to have been made for King Charles between the 13th and 14th century. But you can see in the image of right that there's on the right that there is a clear differentiation between the aggressors, who would be the Moors, who also feature a woman in their army, by the way. I'm just saying. And then we have the Europeans who are fighting to defend their castle and their territory. So there's obviously a racial difference in these two different people. And then below, another painting by the same artist, also titled The Sultan of Sicily. Ruler of all North Africa, defends his castle from the Europeans from the Grande Chroniques de France, 13th and 14th century. Excuse me. And again, clearly you can see the defenders of the castle. They are of Moorish, African, Arabic, etc. nationality. And then you can see the gentlemen on the left are clearly of European descent. This image on the right, which I think is so fly, it's called the Moretto Veneziano brooch, depicting a Black man in a golden robe and a turban made in Venice, Italy at Piazza San Mauro. Now remember, this image is a different image than the brother on the previous page. This brooch depicts a Moorish Venetian prince. Venice has been represented for centuries by the symbol of a Black prince after the symbol of the Lion of St. Mark. Sardinia's flag to this day includes 4 heads of Black men. And those images, as you can see on the flag on your screen, still represented in Sardinia to this day. That's also the picture of the Moor who is on the cover of Ancient People. You can see on your right-hand side in the So almost middle of your screen, a Saraceni coat of arms from the book Insignia Lucentium Italian. And then on the right, the family crest of Brocas. And so there are plenty of representation of African Black leaders, royalty, scholars, historians, etc., etc. And we will continue to explore them on our different episodes of 60 Days of History with Zaza Ali. This is Augustus the Strong. He was the king of Poland. Frederick Augustus II, king of Poland and elector. Actually, let me start this off right. This is a quote from the Present State of Germany, published in 1738, and this was published at the time when this King Augustus, his son, was still alive. He was 42 years old, so of course that further validates the story and the information. Quote, Frederick Augustus II, king of Poland and elector of Saxony. I'm hoping this is not, I have this book in front of me that is not muffling my microphone. King of Poland and elector of Saxony, was a prince of great stature, strength, and dexterity, of a swarthy but majestic countenance. He had an infinite fund of generosity, good nature, and politeness. He delighted much in hunting, military exercises, and in giving proofs of his heroic strength. He was vested with, but did not seem to enjoy, royalty. The high spiritedness, jealousy, and free constitutions of the Poles or Polish people rendered them a very difficult people to manage. The best natured sovereign in the world could hardly please them. It is therefore not to be wondered at if Augustus took most delight in Saxony, where his government was not liable to censure. And so, again, we can see beautiful representations of not only him, but his staff, probably his military cohorts, etc. Beautiful history that most of us don't know, that I didn't even know before I started researching for this book. Ancient People is a social studies and history textbook, a full color 349-page book that covers the Moors in Spain, Queen Lili Ukulani and Hawaii's last monarchy, Africans in Asia, the Kandakis of Ethiopia and Kush, Pharaoh Hatshepsut of the 18th dynasty in Kemet. This book is available in paperback and hardcover. You can go to my website, zazaali.com, or click the link in the description. Peace and love.